Good morning. Did you happen to see what's going on with this Diddy news and Shaka Khan's daughter? Her epic response to Diddy and his so-called apology.
Man, listen, I was laughing because she commented up under his apology. And when she commented up under his apology, she was like, Mom, how about that? Isn't it great, Mom? I was like, I guess when I was reading it, I guess he went off on her. So now here's the thing. What is Diddy doing going off on the Shaka Khan? That's real strange on its own. Like, Shaka?
Maybe I should start watching TV because I have, what? The latest in Diddy drama? Shaka.
And here's the thing. So when he went off on Shaka Khan, her son came up. And then I guess allegedly, this is the daughter speaking, she said that Diddy's bodyguards done sat there and beat the boy up.
19
years old.
And bodyguards jumped on him.
Because he was coming to the defense of his mother. Now let me ask this question. If someone gets smart with your mother, what's the response to the layperson?
I ain't even gonna lie. There are gonna be police everywhere. Teeth flying everywhere. Yeah.
It would have to be. You can talk what you want to talk. Okay. But if it's in my presence and she's there, yeah. But I mean, you can say what you want to be online or whatever the case may be. Whatever. But you ain't just gonna do it in front of my face and I'm there.
Right. That's jump all. No, you ain't jumping up. But my mama. What?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's a regular response. That's a normal response. Like, you can say what you say, but you're not going to disrespect my mother in my face. I don't care who you are.
Did he go over there to do this? Did he go to his place?
See, we don't know all of that.
We don't know the fact.
All we know is we got fact because the daughter said it, but we don't know the details.
The details of where it was at.
Right. But regardless, like if I'm sitting there chilling and I happen to walk up on something and somebody talking to my mother reckless, I got this.
Right.
And even though they're grown.
In the presence.
Right. And even though they're grown, like the person is talking, no, we're on this age here. No. And even if I seen somebody elderly talking reckless to my mother, like, what? No. Some old powderhead about to get jumped. Like, what? What do we do?
I'll swing it first and ask the questions later.
Look at you talking about you swinging. You hitting the old lady.
What? About my mama? Yes.
Hey, I'm big and dark skinned. I usually just look at them very aggressively.
Very aggressively.
And that makes them think,
Do I want to try?
Do I want to try this?
Or not. This is not a good idea.
Silly.
But you know what, though? Let me say this. We don't know how it came about, if she disrespected him, if he was replying. We don't know, so let's just be fair across the board. However, I can't see it. I need to find out what's happened after. After it's, resolved, like, wait, what happened now? Because he could have been going off on her. He could have been chastising her for her alleged drunkenness. Because, I'm going to say this. I was at the Cincinnati Fest, and me being in the field that I'm in, I thought maybe she was sick or something was off. So we're waiting on her because she was late. She was sitting on the side of the stage. They was trying to get her together. And, it was whispers out there. It was like, man, she's lit. I'm thinking sick. I'm thinking the medical part of it. I was like, maybe she's diabetic and just off a little bit. Man, listen. After that, they said she was so drunk that her performance sucked. Shaka's performance sucked. And I was at the Cincinnati Fest. I was there. I witnessed it. I saw it. And I was very disappointed. So my thoughts were, now did he go off on her because maybe she came to a party lit? Or like, what? For the sake of conversation, what's your thoughts?
Well, did you see the verses with her and Stephanie Mills? Stephanie Mills had to kind of carry her because she was lit.
Really? Man, the last time I remember her, she lost all her weight and she was back to high school skinny and fine as can be. Now I got to take her off the list.
Yeah, take her off the list?
Yeah. Too much problems with that. Alcohol is a drug. Don't do drugs, okay? Because drugs are bad. Drugs are bad.
It's bad for you. Aretha Franklin. Aretha in the grave. Now they're getting ready to do this, like, I don't want to call it a biopic, but a movie about her life. Because the biopics is usually from what, Lifetime or something like that?
Something like that.
So they're doing the story of her life. Do y'all really want to know the story of Aretha's life?
Didn't they already do the story of Aretha's
life?
life?
A couple times. I've seen it a couple times.
Well, I guess your girl supposed to be doing it. Who? Jennifer? Is it Jennifer supposed to be playing it?
That's a good one.
That's a good
pick for it. But.
She did the last one.
I missed it. But anyway, what's your thoughts on that? Do you really want to know these celebrities' personal lives?
Well, after Jamie Foxx did Ray, I mean, he did it so good. So, I mean, I'll watch it. If I'm done streaming and done, watching the whole series someplace, I'll watch it.
And my girl Angela Bassett did Tina real good.
Let me tell you, hands down the coldest. Now, I did see
now that's a fight. Jamie Foxx versus Angela Bassett. That's
a fight. That's a fight.
What do people think in the comments?
But watch this. Not Jamie Foxx, Tina walked up to Angela, which was a great compliment, and she was like, "I never wore that." Right. It was a great compliment. She did that. She bodied the role. But you know what? We got to give it up to Lawrence Fishburne. Because had he not did Ike, I don't know. They both like.
That chemistry was.
Yeah.
But they had chemistry when they played Boys in the Hood together.
Yeah. Well, but that was across town.
But still, so they already
that connection. They do well. Go ahead.
You on record saying Tina. I'm going with you on record saying with Angela. This is a picture. This is a close one. I'm gonna give it to Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jamie in this one.
All right, I want the listening audience and the people in the comments to tell us what you think. Who you got? Jamie, that body? I mean,
Ray.
Did you feel like you was watching Ray with Jamie? You thought that was Ray?
Forget about Will Muhammad.
Who?
Muhammad Ali.
It was okay. It didn't. No.
I don't know. He did that,
but you know what though? I think it depends on what you are interested in.
Right.
I think that's it.
Malcolm X.
Who with Michael X?
Denzel
and Malcolm X.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, I think it depends on who you are and what are you interested in. Now, and watch why I say this. Now I'm looking at DVs, domestic violence. I'm going to say it. Mm-hmm. I speak to battered women, so that show I would naturally gear to that, and she bodied it. And the best part about it was the limousine scene.
Oh, baby, the end, yes.
Now you got Ray, so you music.
No, Ray because Jamie was blind in the movie.
He Jamie played that.
He played the piano and he sung. It wasn't no voiceover or nothing like that.
No, but we know he could do that.
That's why I'm giving him the edge.
Okay.
Because when Angela at the end of the show had the back shot where she spread her arms apart and her back just rippled up, I was like, God! I'm going with Jamie because it was more in depth. It wasn't just acting. He had to play the piano. He had to do,
But he's a triple threat, and usually for Hollywood, you had to be a triple threat.
And he used this triple threat. And for that reason alone, I give him the edge in the victory in this one.
Okay, now let's go to Nick. Will Smith with Muhammad, and then she said Denzel with Malcolm X. So y'all still mad at Will for the slap?
No, I ain't. I never was.
Okay.
I gave him a pass because Will's one of those method actors who go in and study, and he just got finished playing Serena's dad, Richard Williams. So he was already in that protective mode. So I gave him a little bit of credit off of it. But between the two movies, you got to go Denzel. You had me eating bean pies. He had me ordering bean pies after that bad fella. You embodied the movie. We
was
must,
like,
as a people, Mel.
okay. All right, here we go. I love this comment. I can't see Jamie Foxx doing Mike Tyson. I think that's going to be the heck of a movie. Now, I can't either.
No, he said he can't wait to see it.
Right, but would you? Yeah, can't wait to see it. Do you?
Jamie got range.
Mike Tyson, though?
Yep.
Y'all still mad at Robin Givens?
I was never
We
mad
just
at
know
her.
who she is. I mean, she ain't getting no dates from the homies, so.
Nobody taking her back to the hotel.
Because Mike Tyson is. Anyway.
Now I want to talk about this. Now I just put up a comment. Man, he laughed at the joke at first. That's how I feel. Will Smith, before the slap, he laughed at first. So I don't say he was out of that character.
From her, that kind of like shifted real quick.
Hey, I'm trying to give him a little. He got off of playing Richard Williams, protecting his family and stuff like that. But yeah, that's still super simpish behavior. Say it with me. Super simpish.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Super simpage.
Super simpish.
That was whack. It was so whack. And I just felt like, okay, you play a role. How many of us acted here? On the panel, how many people acted?
Well, you weren't getting paid $20 million though.
But that's all right. $20, still the same performance. Okay,
Exactly.
Stellar performance. However, when you leave, you have to remove that role. Now that's very scary. It is very scary, and you do embody those roles. Honestly, that's why certain roles people don't play, and they're like, "No, I'm not playing that role," especially if it's a demonic role. What?
Because I'll forever be Sister Betty.
Because RZA from Wu-Tang, and he played with Denzel in Training Day. Mm-hmm. All during the film of it, Denzel wouldn't talk to him. So RZA was like, is it RZA? It's one of them. He was like, this dude, he ain't cool, this, that, another, blah, blah, blah.
He was in character.
At the awards show, Denzel coming hugging him, great acting, this, that, another. And then he's like, hey, man, I didn't think you liked me at the show. He's like, man, you was 5-0. You was the cops. I was Frank Lucas, And he was like, he took his skills so thin that he did not like me because I was a cop and he was Frank Lucas.
That was his role.
And I was like, whoa.
That was his role.
He said he respected it so much, but he never seen a dude to get that immersed in his role that, hey, you was the cops. I'm Frank Lucas. And he didn't talk to him through the whole film of this movie.
Honestly, when you play that guy, I had a guy who played a bad man. Mm-hmm. And I had to take him to the side. And I had to isolate him. That's why BK would be disappearing. I had to isolate him. Because guess what? These are not your friends. And I understand we all doing this together. But you need to be by yourself so that you can stay in character. And then he had a child. And he had a daughter. And I said, no! Because it's very different. You got to stay in character. Thank God that he had the baby after. He had the twins after, I believe it was. But he had the little baby. And I was like, I need you to stay in character because I need you to.
He did it so good.
He did, but wait, I needed him to stay in character and complete that role. And he did just that. It was hard though, because he had to come back. He was like, I understand you feel bad. He embodied that role so much that after the play, the people could not stand him.
Even people that know him will walk up to him, and he usually have to tell people, you do know that was just the character. Y'all know me. He played it that good to people that know. But
even the people that didn't, he delivered the way he needed to deliver. And it was amazing. So I get that, but that's what you do when you're acting. If anybody that was in like drama club at the Youngstown Playhouse, they'll tell you, focus on your character. And if you are like with someone who, say that you guys are girls and on the show or whatever it's going to be, or in the production, they want you to go out. They want you to have dinner together. They want you to build that chemistry so that it can be exhibited for the looking audience, the onlookers. Now, okay, Holly Berry. Now, you know Holly was going to do it. Holly Berry and Dorothy Dandridge. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts? Well, I can't get past Monsters Ball.
You know.
No, we talking about, come on now.
Oh, yeah. She did good. She did good in that one, too. She did good in Dorothy Dandridge, too.
But really, do we really want to know with this social media? Do we really want to know about these folks' personal lives?
Everything's social. That's the end thing now. Social media.
But do we want to know?
I've learned.
Do we want to know about them?
I've learned through personal experience that some of your heroes are better seen from afar.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Because if you get close to them and you see how it really is, you be like, wow. You know, I'm my icon, hero.
Uh-huh.
I was shocked to be around and see how things are. You know what I mean?
Some of them real ghetto. Some of them are extremely bougie. Some of them are mean.
But in this situation, it's just like, wow.
Madonna, princess.
None of that. But, I mean, you just shocked at some of the conditions. That's all.
Just
I mean, still my hero.
Really? Some people I turned away from. I was like, because when we put them on pedestals, we tell the story of how we depict them. It's like, okay, they seem like a cool dude. Like Snoop, I wasn't wrong with Snoop. I knew that off top. I love me some Snoop. Everybody know I love me some Snoop. But listen, I knew he was a cool dude off top. And then when I met him, boom. And I remember when I first met him, I just mouthed to him. We made eye contact, and I asked him, I said, can I take a picture? But I mouthed it, and he said, yeah, so I walked over. Then when I walked over, his uncle, he was like, hey, Catholic, I had a Catholic skirt on, a school Catholic pleated skirt at that time. He was like, hey, Catholic, you coming up with us? Coming up where, sir? Because this won't be a Robert Evans again, okay? Where? But we ended up kicking it, and that's how I met. I was able to meet him, Mac 10, Ice Cube. So all those photos, we had such a great time, and then we ended up going like to different in the city where they were. But I gotta say this: when I seen him in Cleveland, I know why he noticed me, because I had just left San Diego and I was at a concert, his concert, and Friday got here. Their concert was Sunday. I was in Cleveland on Sunday, and he looked again, and then I said, and then we ended up talking afterwards. Boom. The nicest, coolest dude ever. Very respectful, fun, had a good time. And then when they was all around the area, your girl be on. I'm like, I'm there. But nice people. Now, Tracy Ellis Ross? Mm-hmm. Nope.
What?
Nope.
Leave my boy alone. You just jealous, man.
Nope.
You just jealous because she like me.
No. I learned her on the red carpet in Atlanta. I'm doing the red carpet. Nope. Bad attitude.
Oh,
her
wow.
And Chrisette Michelle. Bad attitude.
I heard that about her.
Bad attitude. And I was like, everybody else, so cool. Shamar Moore, so cool. Them, I was like, wow. I ain't jealous of that little girl. She tall and skinny, but she little. Huh?
I'm listening to your list. Pretty privileged. You got a lot of pretty privilege in there. There's a lot of privilege in that list of yours. Meaning, the guys, yeah, come on, man, come hang with us. The girls, she thinks she's cute.
But some of them was so cool. So cool. Cheryl Underwood, amazing.
Mike Epps.
Don't even.
I don't have to say it. All the viewers know exactly what I did when my lips turned up when you said it.
Don't even do it.
You're arguing my point.
But I had an amazing time. It was great. I loved it. And it was so freaking fire because when I walked through, I had my people from the area that lived down there. I was like, hey, listen, boom, red carpet, you want to come on? Absolutely. So one did the video, one did the still pictures, and we was on the carpet. So while I'm walking through, hilarious. I'm walking through, somebody was like, oh, you need your pass. So I gave my pass to somebody else. Somebody walked up and was like, do you know who that is? They was like, no, go ahead through, ma'am. Listen to me. I told Candy, I know you listening. I told Candy, I looked. She was like, oh, shoot, we got to read that. I was like, come on, ma'am. Boom, went up there. And she was like, I said, I don't know who I am, but I'm her today. Got down there, boom, walked all down front. We had an amazing time. But baby, I said, all right, because even when Shamar, because they were like, you got to hurry up, you're holding up the line. But I wasn't. They was coming, asking me, talk about a blessing. Do you want to interview this person? Their people was walking up to me. I was like, absolutely, sure. I was like, sure. Then when Shamar came, they was like, oh, you got to move along. Shamar was like, oh, no. He was like, I'm talking to her. But here's the thing with Shamar. He was like, that's Miss Pat's daughter. Boom. I was like, okay. Because my mother used to do the makeup for the celebrities.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, oh, no, that's Miss Pat's daughter. I'm talking to her. He was like, what you got to ask me? Did a whole thing on the red carpet.
Oh, wow.
And then like Donnie McClurkin, amazing. Amazing guy.
Because he wanted to make it. He tried to make it.
No, With him, I just wanted a picture with him. People was telling me to move. He was like, no, you stay right here. What? So, like I said, when we walked in and they was like, do you know who that is? Listen, your girl walking through was like, I don't know who I am, but I am her. Look, hope she don't show up.
VC Tremaine.
Right. We had a great time. It was freaking amazing. So I love those opportunities. And some people feel like even when they meet me, because they don't know me, so they have a perception. And I remember somebody saying that. They was like, oh, I thought you were stuck up. I said, oh. But I had that all through school. I was like, oh, okay. Here's the thing. You don't know people. So it's interesting how your perception of somebody, but let's be real, perception is your perception is your reality. And then when they meet me, it's like, oh, okay. There you go. You got to give people a chance. But let's talk about this great news, the NCAA good news. We talked about the NCAA and the NILs on shows previously. Well, baby, the Power 5 conference reached a deal to let the schools, colleges, pay the players. How you like that? You went to college to play? Guess what they settled for? Guess what they settled for? $2.8 billion.
Wow.
Shoot, I might have to check a couple old Sega games. I might have been on one of the college games.
You already know you already know what it is. So if you did like TV broadcasting, the video games, excuse me, a bird done flew with that cough.
Mm-hmm.
The or your image.
Yeah, image and likeness. Yeah. Jeez.
They got it. The NIL is doing it. I was so hyped because it was only a few guys. What was it, 4 or 5 of them that sued him?
Mm.
Yes, made history, baby. And guess who one of those guys were?
Who?
Dwayne Carter, that played for Duke. I said history maker. Mr. Carter's blood still doing his thing.
I'm trying to think. He owed me $2 for
The son.
Oh, okay. God.
And he also got drafted to the Buffalo Bills as well.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that is like amazing. What is it? 4-time team captain, which is unheard of for Duke.
Mm-hmm.
And just great 4-time. Okay. Just great news and great energy. And for the people who don't know, who Mr. Carter is, he was inducted into the YSU Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fame, and then he ran the McGuffey Center. But his son Ray played football as well for what, Notre Dame, was it?
No, I'm not
That's and so now your grandson is in there doing it and making history. Like, that's freaking amazing. So all the college students, because remember when, what'd you say?
Fathers matter.
Fathers, I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you that.
And I will take that.
Yes, I will give that to you because father is active and there. You know what I mean? Come on now, fathers do matter. That bloodline, you got to keep it strong. You got to do what you have to do.
Legacy.
Yes, definitely legacy. The guy that started the NIL won his lawsuit was. Oh, that's good too. But it was that started it. Yeah, that's good. That started it. But it was them young boys. Listen, I know the ancestors is like, you understood the assignment. Look at what's happening. Because even remember the whole Black Lives Matter thing until they, tried to contaminate that stuff. But remember that? It was like we march They like, no, we ain't taking it no more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a great thing. So I give credit to this generation. I do. I definitely do. A lot of people don't like it. It's like, oh, they doing too much. They blah, 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 da, 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 da. Guess what? Yes, but they're standing up. Because this generation is the one, what was it, down in Mississippi? Remember that? The boat? What?
Oh,
the swimmer? What?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah.
I need to know the swimmer. The swimmer's last name is Rudolph.
Hey, look, that was a proud moment. I'm telling you, that watching that video, that gave me pride.
And a lot of people, a lot of non-melanated didn't understand why. They was like, well, that's violent. No, what was violent was the initiation.
Right.
That was the violence.
It's the pure arrogance of thinking, I'm better than you, silly Negroes.
Listen, and did it in front of a bunch of black people like it was going to be okay.
Instant karma. Beat this silly old Negro up.
Yeah, okay.
And he was old.
That hat toss, though, will forever be epic.
It's going to be in a new chapter of the Bible. And then Jesus tossed his hat up.
Is that going to make our history books?
It has to. Our history,
Probably.
it should.
Probably.
It has to. I mean, I can't tell you. I don't know if no one didn't feel pride when that happened. That whooping gave us pride.
It did. Like, what is this? The hit back. Because the Karens are sitting down now.
Guess what? Them chairs, the sale of them chairs went up.
That's just black people. They buying chair earrings and the T-shirts.
But how many of us, honestly, in a fight, for real, fight ain't fair. A fight ain't never fair. Real talk. No. Unless you in the rink. How many of us have heard somebody hit you, you better pick up something and knock their head off?
My life.
But we had the numbers. And the security guard was like, hey.
No. And I'm not trying to copycat Williams. That's just what it is. We did not have the numbers. No, hear me out. At that incident, we did not have the numbers at that moment. Those white boys, it was about 5 of them and the 2 white chicks against him.
The chair.
Oh, the chair. Okay.
And you see security guard, hey guys, stop. Bang! Oh, man, bang! Come on, I gotta take you in, man. Dog. Security was fake as a mug until hit him with the chair.
Let me tell you something. It's going to be what it's going to be. Now, I'm going to ask you because you went to college, played sports, and all my people out there who went to college and played sports. How did you feel? We could talk now. We could shop talk. Because remember Maurice Claret and they was trying to dog my boy Jim Tress. I love me Tress. Mm-hmm. Him too. The bomb. Always have been.
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, you trying to feed these babies. And then they're like, oh, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So.
You got a job. My job was, I was a stock boy at some.
Okay. So you had a job. Your job is not to play football? Because y'all spend a lot of time.
I just get the checks through the job. You get the checks through. Hey, you work at Mel's and they pay.
Okay. I love the realness. Thanks. Okay. Because I'm like, okay. How do you do that?
Then after the game, you go to the Sunday brunch or the Sunday dinner, and you get a lot of the
gifts. But y'all not allowed. Weren't they calling them gifts, and you couldn't accept the gifts?
Right, you couldn't accept the gift, but we had to wear blazers with inside pocket. So they'll come and say, "Hey, great game, this, that, and slide an envelope in your pocket." They'll just say, "Great game," but we had to wear blazers.
Okay.
And the alumni would come in. The boosters would come in and have a nice dinner and have all, the old graduates come in, and if they liked you or something like that, they'll slide.
Because they knew. So do you think...
They're not affiliated. Their boosters not affiliated directly with the school, so they can, and they're just, but that's how they did it. Everyone got it down.
So do you think people would play harder, or do you think it's a bad thing? Oh, also, I wanted to add to this. So people who played previously while this was going on, they'll get paid too, and it depends on how many years that you played as well. So it's not just today going forward.
Oh, wow. Well, today, I just see nephew's couple checks and the season ain't started.
Thank you. Like, let me read this for the listening audience. This is another college football player. A few local businesses in Alabama took care of me pretty well. Okay, and they were leverage gifts. Now, explain leverage gifts. Is that like do good in this game?
Yes, yes, we need more tackles. You did pretty good. You think how do you think you're going to fare against Little Debbie State? you know,
This cat stuck on Little Debbie's, ain't he, Nick?
Yes.
Hey, I was just with her.
You were just with Little. No, you was with Big Deborah. Everybody gained weight.
Yeah, he was.
Do you think that that's a good thing, Nick? As far as like paying the players now?
Yeah, it's a very good thing.
It's an amazing thing because the NIL, what is the NAACP, the national, some initials that are over sports. They make about $1 trillion a weekend.
Right, you making money off of these young men.
It's college, and your school generates money. That's why when we played for East, my senior year, our class, our senior, our schedule was unheard of. We played the Browns, we beat them. We played Pittsburgh as high school killers because they was paying. Yeah, Jeb would just send us down there to play anybody. Steubenville, Power School, we go down there, get beat up, but we beat them. You know, he would take, our schedule was unheard of our senior year, but it was about the money. The money that our school can bring in. So it's always about the money. It's always about the money. And college sports brings in trillions of dollars a week.
Well, I heard, I don't know, this isn't fact, but I heard that college brings him more than the NFL.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. College is all input, in. Well, I don't know, because you got a lot of licensing agreements and stuff like that with the NFL too. So I don't know. But college, I don't know. But both of them are making ridiculous money. They say, hey, football is so good it took Sunday away from God. So it tells you how powerful football is.
That's terrible. That's a terrible analogy, but you're right because people be at church ready to go.
Yeah, pastor be like, give me 2 minutes before the pregame come on. But in the book of John, read it yourself. See you next week. Yeah, class of 90.
Okay. I'm excited for him. I'm really excited for these college students. And the reason I say that as a parent of college students previously, you're already trying to make things happen. And even people feel like, okay, well, they can, even if they went on a scholarship or something like that, you still have to pay. And it's like they need food. They, like all that stuff. You got to take all that into consideration.
Your meal tickets and stuff. It's a racket. It's a racket. And I mean, and I seen personally some checks that this young dude ain't even played a down a season got. He done made more than me my last 5-6 years.
Okay, our fact checker Cornell Stevens came across my desk. This just came across my desk. The NCAA generates nearly $1.3 billion in revenues a year. Thanks. That's crazy.
They can afford to play them.
They definitely can. And it's crazy that you make all that money and you don't want to even help these babies. And I don't, let me try to find another word because I feel like Monique, because I'm going to her next.
Government. It's like government. I'm going to tax the money I gave you that I taxed already and tax. It's the same setup. College football. Yeah, you're getting an education. Yeah, but you got to pay. You got to pay for your room. You done, generated all this money for the college. I gotta put up buildings off the money that y'all made for me and stuff. It's the money. It's the plantation. It's the plantation.
That's what I was going to say because Colin Kaepernick was talking about how it's like a slave trade. Did you see that where he did that? In that, I thought it was an amazing movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, whoa, it looks like that. But now you're getting paid. I guess before you got paid with crops. Now you're getting paid with big bucks. Now, Maurice Claret, what's your thoughts on what he was fighting for?
He was right, but he was the first one and he was young and his star wasn't as bright as it. If he'd have done that when he was a superstar, it'd have made more noise. He was just a good peasant. I'm using that term.
I know. Air quotes, peasant. Got you.
he was, he's promising this, that, and other. Oh, no, we can't give him money or power because he'll turn against us. Now, if he had already made it, I think it would have. I think it would have made more traction.
Okay, so do you think that he was like the sacrificial lamb, used as a sacrificial lamb?
Yeah.
Because when he was doing the one and done, remember that? The one and done? And he wanted just 1 year and didn't go straight through. The young man is smart because he looked at how many tackles, where his body would be, by the time he got in. And then that was during the time to catch lovely people up who aren't in the sports. I'm telling myself. Well, you had LeBron. Remember, LeBron was straight on in, straight out of high school. And that's where... And that's basketball, and that's where he was what he was trying to do, and then it was like boom, LeBron just surpassed. Right. So talk to me, tell me the difference.
College football would lose a lot. These bowl games and everything like that. There's 80 million bowl games, and they pay big money. So I got to keep you here to maximize my profit off of you. Basketball should have done the same thing, but they're not. That's why the population of female basketball is getting better, because the men are going to college and they're leaving. So you only got 1 good year with them, and then you're losing out on all the revenue that you.
Like our fact checkers, Cornell Stevens said. So they would lose that $1.3 billion if they just came straight from.
Zion Williams went to Duke 1 year.
Okay.
And in that year, they made boo-koo cash, and everything else like that. The school made money off your jersey because your image and likeness belongs to me. So I made money off your jersey sales. I made money. People came to see you. Barack Obama came to see him. So all of that's prestige to my school. Guess what happens if he stayed there 2 or 3 more years? They'd have made much more money.
Okay.
But college basketball, you get there 1 year, they make a whole bunch of money, and be like, he's gone. He's gone. They don't want that happening in the football. Even though it could and possibly should, they don't want that to happen because the schools will lose more millions of dollars. Because all they got is Nate for 1 year. So, that's 2,000 yards rushing easy. I'm going to carry the team for that year. But after somebody got to come in and replace me, they might not have that bowl appearance, the Frito-Lay, it's a whole bunch.
So do you think, and I'm going to ask Nick this question, I know, and then we'll get to Nick's stuff because, I'll be on sports all day. Do you think that basketball needs to take on or adopt what football has done?
They can't. You already let the water out. The dam is open. You can't then say, you know what? What excuse can you give to say, you know what? You need a better education and you have to stay here for 3 years, at least 3 years.
Well, okay, so Michael Jordan.
Uh-huh.
Cornell, I need you. Check these facts. Fact checker Cornell, I need you right now. Michael Jordan was in North Carolina.
Yep.
So had he not done North Carolina, he probably wouldn't be Michael Jordan right now.
Right, but that's back then. Now you got dudes going straight to the league. Mm-hmm. Back when Michael Jordan went straight to the league, who went straight to the league before Michael Jordan? Moses Malone?
Yeah, Malone. That's it, isn't it? That's familiar. I hate to sound that way, but that's familiar. I think it was just Malone.
That was before Michael. After Michael,
everybody.
Brady, LeBron, Kobe. You got a lot of dudes, Yeah. Kevin Garnett was after Jordan, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So, what's your thoughts on? Okay, Nick, I'm coming. The WNBA. I'm sorry. We gotta just sit and shop talk. I can't go to the cigar bar with y'all though. But now with the WNBA. Now, me personally, I'm not really. The only time I can watch women's sports is when, like, I was playing and my child was playing. But to just go watch it, I'm more interested in the men.
Right. But the WNBA
it's doing it.
Getting more, yeah.
If I know somebody, I think that's the difference. If I know somebody personally, then I'm going to go check them out. But if I don't, I don't know. I'm just more interested in the men. That's just me. But go ahead. What you got, Nate? I seen you blowing up.
Ooh. The WNBA is still sanctioned, meaning their money is coming from the NBA. They're not making any money. They just sanctioned more money. And just the reason you said, People don't watch the NBA, the WNBA. Like I remember I said a couple episodes back, I said the Kardashians make more money than the WNBA.
And that's tragic.
Because women
tragic.
Women will turn in for drama way before they turn their attention to sports. That's just not a woman thing. So guess what? The women are getting paid by the men. So and then they want equal pay. They don't bring in money.
Okay. If I know somebody who's playing and then it's personal investment, like personal interest, so to speak. And I'm like, I got you. But if I don't, I'm just
LeBron playing in Akron. Are you gonna go?
I'll go.
Exactly, and everyone would, just because you ain't got to know him or nothing like that. Just his name.
I seen him in high school though.
Huh?
I seen him in high school beforehand.
But did you see what type of circus?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Don't go late. My godfather said, "Don't come late."
They moved him to the college up in Cleveland to play because they had to get that ticket money, and they got it.
They got it.
40,000 seats in high school, so they moved him up to Cleveland to play his game because they needed all the seats because he was generating all that money. And colleges were like, "Come to my school." They're like, "Nah, I'm going straight in," so they missed all that revenue. But in the women's league, women pay to watch. They would pay more attention to watching drama than they would with sports. So that's why the Kardashians make more than all of the whole league.
Did you hear what this agitator said? That we more interested in drama?
Yes, I said it, and I'm standing on it.
Staying on it. I remember. You do like it is something to that a little bit, but not for me for drama. I just feel like sometimes you got to get rough and get down. And I just don't see women. I don't like seeing women fight. So watching that, you'd be like, okay, now if you know me, and they'll tell you, they be like, oh, we know she outsider. She got a jumper. That's me. You ain't about to scratch up my legs while I'm going up for the rebound. I ain't doing none of that. Because I remember Omar, Wally, I think DC, they used to, every time they would come and watch us play, they used to be like, who you modeling for, Sports Illustrated? That's they didn't take us serious. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, no. But the thing with women's basketball, I think is more interesting now because I like watching Angel Reese. And I'm going to tell you why. She looks like a female.
Yeah. From afar.
I'm not trying to get away. Your girl put a patent on it. So I'm going to say this is from old girl. Y'all already know. It ain't no bad built, butch, bleach blonde body. I said it that opposite so that I don't get to pay. Oh. But yeah, like, come on. Now, with that being said, did you see where Marjorie, she's the first one that actually came with all her little negative comments. Old girl just repeated it and she asked, is this okay? And then she said it. But everybody looking at her like she's the bully. Just as they did with, what was her name? Caitlyn? With Angel Reese. Yeah, but Caitlyn did it first.
Right. But, hey,
and Angel Reese responded. They say the second one always get caught. That's what my mama say.
Mm-hmm.
That was a niggardly move. You shouldn't have done it.
But they do it first and then you
get caught.
And and then you want to sit there and say, woe is me. Come on.
Yeah.
Woe is me.
Caitlyn handled that like a G. She's like, hey, it's sports and I did it first.
And I'm glad that she said that, but guess what? They didn't hold on to that though either. Right. And but I do want to say this, like I said before, people feeling as though that they have a beef and they don't, and they were attacking Angel. And I'm like, why are you attacking her? And she was saying the things that they were saying to her. That's why I try. So for the listening audience, if you just try to encourage her, just keep encouraging her because the attacks on social media bullying her is ridiculous.
Everyone has that.
As soon as you come back at them, boy, they want to.
And shut them down. You shut them down and shut them up.
They want to report you and, oh, you're a bully and it's just like you people. That's the comment.
Well, every story has to have a villain. Every story has to have a villain.
But why is the villain always black? You got angel food cake. Come on. What color is angel food cake?
It's white. It's heavenly.
Okay. What are we doing here? What's a negative charge on a battery? What color is it?
Black.
Why?
It's the way they have to set things up. Because
And that's why
to try to get your psyche.
My black is beautiful.
Well, I mean,
the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That's exactly why I don't want to be too far off thing. CTE is a big thing. Not CTE, critical race theory.
But CTE is as well. But
truth. They don't want. No, listen. What? Negro, ape-like person. Remember when they were saying that black and brown people were closer to apes and stuff like that? Well, it came out 3 years ago that the caveman and Caucasian have more of that in them than we do. Now they're like, well, they have to be ingenious to. And I believe,
Neanderthals.
Yeah, Neanderthals. I believe that the pen has always been mightier than the sword. So he who holds the pen tells the story.
That always.
Mel, I invented those earrings you got on. Yes, I invented males' high cheekbones, and I invented this, and that gold chain is wrong, and she should be punished for it. I got the pen, and guess what?
Baby, this here herringbone is throwback from the 80s.
Boom.
I like that.
I ain't going, listen, and this new gold is all light. Child, you throw it up in the air to float away.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it. The Kiss of Rams is still in there, okay?
You got some weight on that one.
I got some weight on it. Did you see? I got so much weight on it. Wait till you on break. I'm going to go on break real quick. And I'm going to show y'all some throwback. I don't get rid of nothing. Y'all better hold on to y'all stuff for real. Y'all sitting there pawning stuff because you broke. Hold on to the real stuff.
Yeah.
I done lost a lot of my jewelry.
Child, listen, I got a mother that put everything up. When you want to throw it away, she got it packed somewhere. You be like, oh, wait.
Yeah, my mom got everything in her house. You wouldn't know. My mom, she's a severe hoarder, but you would never know till you ask.
I think it. But you know what? I think it matters. I think it matters because they pay for it.
Yeah.
Versus us, they bought that stuff. So it was like, okay.
My mom, she got it all. I said, hey, you got plutonium? She said, yellow or orange? Which one you need, baby? Went right across there and got it.
I want to give shout out and credit to somebody who spoke here. One of the viewers typed in and said that if you want to know the fundamentals of basketball, watch women's basketball.
You're right.
Now, I agree, but it ain't fun.
Here's the thing.
Like, learn the fundamentals, but, go ahead.
The why basketball, the NBA is falling off is two things. Now,
go ahead.
I know where I got it from, and it's not going to be popular, but they're trying to whiten up the sport. And the AAU leagues are watering down us.
Yes.
We don't practice. We just get games all the time. So there's no fundamentals being taught anymore. These dudes are coming from across the seas with a lot less. They need a thicker coat of sunblock, and they have fundamentals. They play fundamental ball, and fundamental ball is exceeding. It's not exciting, but it's exceeding. That's why you got these big white dudes doing what they do in the league. Now, if we play fundamental ball, you wouldn't go down there. Moses was low in the paint. He wouldn't be able to get that off. A lot of these big dudes that we had, you ain't going to be able to get the stuff off that they're doing. But they play fundamental ball. They're top fundamental ball. And we just microwave it. AAU, everyone plays this week. We got 6 games, no practices. And the dude that can dribble and shoot the best is the best. But you put him in a system, we're done. And these dudes coming from over the lake, and they got a system behind them. And they play fundamental, boring basketball. Oh, Jokic gets the ball, turn around. Oh, super, jumper. Great, that was amazing. He ain't jumping over 3 people, 360 in midair, saying, man, I should have done that. Because he can't. He doesn't have that talent, that skill set. We're more athletic. They have the basic skill set, the fundamental of the game. And it's more marketable over there if they see a lot of them. Because, watching me and Tyrone and Rodney and Cornell dribble all and talk mess, that's uncivilized. You guys are uncivilized. They didn't see when I dunked over them, 8 times, reverse. That was exciting, but no, it's uncivilized. Let's get Joe, the big white guys who can hit a jumper. Nice, clean and wholesome basketball.
Okay. Look. Okay. At least you're giving it to us so we can know what's going on. I'm trying to read these at the same time. Okay, not fun is fundamental. True. Case in point, 5-time champion Tim Duncan, the real
fundamental. Yep.
The real GOAT. Hey, y'all know where the GOAT came from? Fun fact. The GOAT, LL.
Oh yeah.
LL started that.
Okay.
Yeah, baby, give it up.
All time. Yeah.
LL started that. Y'all better give it to him, and everybody using it. What?
We don't know light skin facts on this show.
Well, I'm gonna tell you another light skin fact. Let's talk another light skin fact. I'll Be Sure wrote the song for Jodeci, "Forever My Lady." He wrote that for them. However, Jodeci, KC, and them, they wasn't feeling it. They was like, "You having my baby?" The first line. They was like, "Oh no, we don't want all that." He actually, I know it put him out there, but I'll Be Sure actually wrote that song for Kim Porter. She was expecting their oldest child that Diddy, they said, raised. And people didn't understand why was he raising his son. I said, you got to look at the picture. He was dating his mother. The baby goes with the mother most times, and that's why. Now, I'm gonna put this out here. I ain't trying to make your son be in danger, but let's keep it. Isn't it interesting that Albie's and Kim Porter's son was not there when the raid happened? And watch this. Allegedly, he took the twins with him. They were with him. And then the raid happened with the other two. See anyone?
Yeah. Things that make you say,
Right.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. That's all. Just out here. Just y'all talking. That's all. Alleged. Now let's talk fact or feeling. Have you noticed that with the media these days, that the ones that we deemed more prestigious. Now, let me say this, podcast. A lot of people are like, oh, okay, you got a podcast. Now, they was like, oh, when are you getting a podcast, sir? I had a podcast back in 2010. Back then, we called it internet radio that people snubbed their nose to. Because I was on air locally and doing the internet radio, which now we deem as somebody put a name to it. Pen is mighty. Put a name to it. It's like, I'm going to call it a podcast. And now we're calling it podcast. But I'm telling you, it's different. It's very, very different. And we got to know what we know. And podcast and internet radio was able to talk about feelings where your Fox News, your CNN, and all of those that you deemed more factual are no more. Do you agree or disagree?
I totally agree. They're all bought out. And it's sad because they have the ear of the middle. I'm coming from a respectable father who looked out for the people and told the truth and was honest. And I'm coming up here and be like, what, Mel? Tell them this? Okay. So the credibility was already built by the founding fathers.
Okay.
And they come along and they just ruin it. And you have these people that will just, well, hey, they've always been right and this true and honest. And now they're not. They're doing more harm than good. But I believe doing that harm is the game plan. I believe that is the exact game plan.
So where do we go for factual news?
Somebody recorded it.
Somebody recorded it.
You got to go back to the actual factuals because it's sad. It's sad what we're becoming. But I mean, we're becoming that way from the top down.
I'm gonna put this out here, and I'm gonna say this. If you watch this show, you heard Nate always say, feelings.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings.
Interesting. I was watching another show, and they said that. And yes, baby, they said it, and they said it how Nate the Agitator says it. And I looked, and I was going to comment, but I said, I know you're watching.
You know what?
It was here first.
How many times have we come across that?
I get pulled up. Listen, people, Mel, you would not believe how many people see me and be like, hey, you, but don't creep up slow in your car and be yelling out your window. I'm like, hey, yeah, that's me. Hold on, let me put the safety back on. Yeah, that was a great show. Thank you. Blow the horn and wave first. Don't just creep up on me.
Hey, that's it. But yes, Nick, we seen it all the time. You seen where the one girl off. Now you big. You that chick. Why you commenting on me? I was like,
listen. I ain't gonna put it out there, but
you can.
A model, an actress, and somebody else on their big podcast that I was listening to here on the radio station, and I was like, wait a minute, we just went over the top. We had just went over the topic. 2 or 3 days later, they talking about it. I was like,
and that's right. And here's the thing, and that's how it goes. So you find the person that don't have the publicity, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll take that because there's people out there that that's the work that they do. Here, boom, and then it looked like they said it first, but we already know.
Hey, ma'am, Wendy Williams.
Cat Williams still in my joke.
Alleged. Cat Williams. Alleged. But listen, fact of feeling. So I noticed that they do more feelings. And it's like, how are we getting the news out where your podcast, air quotes, or your average person that just conversation, shop talking, you out somewhere just having a conversation, that's considered news. How does that work?
Because it's not, if we only have 2 or 3 gas stations in the city, they get all the money, everything's going to those gas stations.
Okay.
But now we have all these podcasts, I'm just calling them smaller gas stations, all over the planet. So no matter where you get your news, that's what you get. Just like the algorithm. If I watch, bestiality midget porn a couple times on my phone, that's all that's going to come up on my timeline.
Did he just say bestiality midget porn? A mess.
But that's the scary part. That's why when the internet first came out, I said, this may be the Antichrist. Because if I believe everybody that eats bananas this way is from the going to hell, I can find 108 million dudes that feel the same way, and we can get together and we can start conforming and doing stuff.
Yeah, I break my banana and eat it. I don't eat it the way that most people eat it.
Well, you eat it like the men eat it, right? Good. Yeah. You don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, you won't get a visual with me. The visual with me will hurt.
Because you'll stop traffic. Wait a minute, she about to eat the banana.
That is hilarious. Now let's dig deep. Fact of feeling. So if you start a relationship and you say off top what you want and what you don't want, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Until you make.
Are you sure?
Nothing.
We sit down. Go ahead.
You can have fact and tell me, Mel, all you want me for is my body, Mel, and I know that. Mm-hmm. But if I throw the bat and hit a home run a couple times, you start pair bonding, then you'll start asking me, so what are we? Because the feelings change. It ain't about I can't say, hey, you said you just wanted me for my body, and come over twice a week and realign the spine.
Oh, okay. So now we got to go back to the table and discuss what this is.
Listen. I said it to myself the other day, and I said it's going to come up, and I'm going to use it, and I'll lost it.
How you know it was going to come up?
Compromise only happens when the guy has already sacrificed. That's when we compromise. A man has to sacrifice.
Well, what are you sacrificing? Talk to me.
In anything.
Teach us.
Your feelings. A woman's feelings. I have to be acute to her feelings. So me saying, play these numbers, blah, blah, blah. 1648, blah, 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 blah.
1648, I'm going to play that tonight.
Yeah. A woman, I have to, okay, wait a minute. I can't say it to her like that because she's not going to listen, and I have to compromise and do everything. I have to talk with a next move in mind and who I'm talking to and my tone and everything like that.
That's whack.
But that's what we have to do as men, because your feelings count. And they're valid to you. But if your feelings are valid to you, I have to come to you with your feelings in mind. I can't just talk the way I want to talk.
Why though? Why? What is the problem? So here's the thing. We come up and we say, Nick, jump in here. We say, this is what we want, blah, 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 blah. Why do you have to walk on eggshells? Tell me what it is. Don't worry about my feelings. Tell me what it is. We don't want to play games.
Great. And if I do, I either know it's going to turn you off the wrong way, and when you're telling me that, I have to know my intentions. So you have to give me a specific instance. You're telling me what? You only want to just smash, and you don't want a relationship? I'm like, cool, that works for me. But if I smash excellently and I have a good BDR, you're going to want to change the thing.
You ain't lying about that.
Exactly. Then the woman's going to want to change the contract. And then I'll be wrong because I'm going to say, oh, page 3 of your contract says smash only. That's what you wrote this. This is your handwriting. Well, that's different now. That's different now.
But men do the same thing, sweetheart. Men do the same. Y'all men do the same thing. Because let me tell you something. I had one of those smash and dash nights, and when we got done, oh boy was like, oh, we go together now. Excuse me? We go together now, and got on the phone with his friend. I got me we go together now. I got me a winner, and I was like,
those are the one-offs. In the majority, I'm talking majority. You know what I mean?
It's happened more than once.
Well, you must be sitting over there on the goal, man, and your situation should be in a lot better position than what it is if you got goal like that.
Let me tell you something.
Call me offline. I'm gonna show you how to work that, and we can come up. You know what I mean? I'll call the play. You just run the touchdown. You just score the ball.
I'm hard-headed and I don't listen.
That is true. Look, we both like, that is true. Here's the thing. We don't want to play games. We come up and you have the dating with a purpose because, it's whatever the phrase is, the most popular phrase is. I want to get married. I tell you off top, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for marriage. Why is it that he can't say, okay, I'm not trying to get married right up front instead of just not saying anything and just letting her think that I told him what I said, so he's with it because he just complied.
There it is. He didn't comply. He didn't disagree with you. So me not saying anything.
Wait a minute, go ahead.
Saying anything is taken as an acceptance. If I'm like, you'd be like, I want to get married, this and that. I say, oh, okay. You want to get married? Cool. I'm not saying, oh.
You're not saying, well, I don't want to get married to you.
Right. You just saying, I'm just saying, cool, yeah, that marriage is nice. And you take that as, well, he said he's going to marry me. No, I said you wanting to get married is cool. Now, we smashed a couple times. After that, I always have the truth on my side saying, hey, I didn't say I wanted to get married. I said, she told me she wanted to get married. I'm like, cool. Well, after we do what we do, I hope you find that special guy.
So the goal is met. So you're successful. Completed goal. Done.
Right. But a woman, we talked about this earlier today. She will distort the truth to fit her narrative. Mm-hmm. It's just like an accountability, and this all falls under accountability. You will just say, "Girl, I understand. I know what you're talking about," even if she's doing wrong, just to to cater to her, as opposed to being like, "Bitch, you crazy? Why in hell would you do something like that?" Now,
but why don't y'all tell us? See, so because you're considering what our feelings.
Who, us?
Yes.
Why don't we tell you? Because it goes against what we want. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just going to omit things. But you have to see that. If you tell me you looking to get married, Mel, and I say, oh, okay, cool.
Okay, watch this. I'm looking to get married. I'm like, I want to get married. And then he says, I want to get married too. Mm-hmm. We, in our mind, says he wants to get married to us. Today.
You start looking at your dresses and patterns.
Right.
I'm like, why is he sending me all these swatches?
You throwback. They ain't even got swatches now. They just send them straight over, right?
Right.
Where we see something, we have a whole picture where you're looking at like, well, wait a minute. I never said I wanted to get married to you. And I didn't say I want to get married this year. We hear what we want to hear.
Exactly. And you tell your own story that facilitates you. And if I say anything that goes against that story, I'm the bad guy.
Why don't you just say, well, I'm not trying to get married this year. I'm not looking for a wife.
Because guess what? Because if I'm open to getting married, I just said I'm open to getting married, and possibly it could be you. If you gave me some of that Nyk the Voice, I might be like, "Yo, fella, I got one." Yeah, I'm go ahead and tie that knot. But if not, I'm there to find out.
Okay, so say you have your deal breakers, and this is what you want, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it clean for the sake of the show. Mm-hmm. And you say, okay, well, I'm sorry, I have to have Nyk, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's your deal breaker. And she's like, oh, well, I don't do that. Wait a minute. And she says, oh, well, I don't do that. Why don't you say at the beginning, this ain't gonna work?
I've had this one personally before I found the Lord. But I was dating a young lady, and she said she don't do that. I said, oh, well, this will never work. And she said, well, why? I said, because I shop at Walmart. And she didn't get it. I said, well, Walmart has everything I need. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't mind me going shopping at other stores, we could try it. But I shop at Walmart. It has everything I need. And if you ain't throat goating or even trying, yay, you keep it up, girl. We almost made it. We'll try back again in 3 hours. You know, conflict builds character. So I'll give her some effort. But if you say I don't do it, ain't no reason for me to be here.
So you compromised, though, to me.
What do you
because
mean?
You sat there and was like, okay, well, I'll give it a shot.
If she's trying. She got to get the pepper grinder and everything right. It takes a little bit. You don't just come in and know the pepper grinder moves and the thumb move. So if you're down there trying, hey, you give
Wait a minute, now what's a thumb move?
Never mind. We'll
okay.
talk offline.
Okay.
The women that know. Watch the comments.
Okay. Let me go to this comment real quick. Ronald King said, Smash only contracts goes both ways. Women have been destroying men for centuries with their smash. Guys get it and it's better than they expected. He's a slave now to the box and crying if she bounces. Women have always handled unexpected breakups better than men because of ego. Because she walked away from the D that he thought she couldn't. Look, Nyk like, Nyk co-signing. So, okay.
It happens. It happens. It happens.
Oh, you know you can't live without this. Oh, really? Watch me.
And usually it's a BDR, then they go on, and then it's like this. You get people like Nyk the Agitator to say, and what's your situation now? Why aren't you married? Because it was a BDR. And I don't want that.
Also lowered your credit score. It don't just mess. The BDR don't only affect me. Mm-hmm. It affects you too. Because you gave me the BDR. Which means...
You smashed.
Hey, Cornell, I got with Mel, man. Shoot, I couldn't handle it. You smashed Mel? Yeah. And that's the only part they see. I smashed Mel.
So their credit score goes up and hers go down.
Yeah, because guess what? What? Now, when hey, listen. I was at the doghouse, and videos was on.
Okay.
I might have to put Cardi B on my roster.
But do you want that in a wife?
No!
See, that's the stuff.
I didn't say wife. There's levels. There's you friend zone, I sex zone. You friend zone a dude, I sex zone a girl.
Okay.
So, I mean, the roster, a utility player, a 6-man to come off the bench, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So it's the same deal.
Well, let me ask this, and we're going to go with this factor feeling. I think you guys should be upfront, and I don't know if they can actually handle the truth.
And you're right. I believe men are.
Can I say what's going on right now? Can I say what's going on real quick before I ask this question? I'm going to let you know at this age now, women are concerned with sleeping with men because we don't know if y'all gonna make it. After you breathing all hard, like I hope this ninja don't die on me. I mean, for real. Come on, Nyk. Tell the truth.
Getting the younger men.
Tell the truth.
Mel, you're not looking at it. If he do, they're gonna be like, "Ooh, Mel got that killer." Mel got that killer. This is like the opioid addiction, the one the drugs. Oh, they killed such and such. Little P-Pop took it and died off of it. Oh, where'd he get it? Go
ahead, Nyk. That's some scary mess because that stuff.
That she killing people. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Okay.
Hey, it's a drug. It's a drug. Believe you me. You throwing that fire.
Listen here. That's why it's a little different with the whole smash and dash at this stage of the game.
No, it ain't.
It's tell me. Look, wait. Let's hear her. What do you mean it's not? Go ahead, talk to me.
Because you can do that to me and say, yeah, he like that. Yeah, well, he got a pension and everything like that. And if I do it right, and well, basic instinct. There it is. That's
okay with basic instinct. But if you got a pension, that means I'm looking at you for the long haul. But that's not what I'm doing.
Guess what? It don't make no difference if you got the paperwork and I go out early. You still get the prize.
Yeah, if you have the paperwork. But here's the thing. They don't have the paperwork and you want her to do all this extra stuff that you don't want in a wife. So is she wasting her time? Like, oh, okay, so I'm just going to practice and do all this other stuff and you're going to teach me all this stuff and you don't even want to marry me. So if we ask that question, y'all don't want to hear it.
You're not asking me to marry you. Well, why don't you ask me to marry you, Mel? Say, Nate, I want to get married to you. Here's it.
That's what we need to say? That's what we need to say?
Yeah, answer that question. Because if you want to be married and you want to marry me and you want me to, if I'm in the running, ask me. But then don't say, I want to get married. And I say, yeah, I want to get married too. And then assume that I want to marry you. You cut out.
Be specific. Then we ask too many questions.
But here's
wait. Then you get like me. I don't answer questions after 9. I'm like, I don't answer questions after 9.
But when you wake up the next morning, that question's still there with other questions. The games will commence. If you want me and you ask me, that would eliminate a lot of the, well, I thought he said he wanted to be married. It would eliminate it. I'm not saying it's right, but it would eliminate it. Nick wants to marry and she wants to marry me. She's telling me she wants to marry, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now she says she want to marry me. I'm going to either be like, no, I'm good. She crazy. I'm out.
Or do you have the thought that we have? Do you have the thoughts that we have? Wait. Let me tell you what it is. So you do all these tricks and all that other stuff, and I'd be like, oh, he must do that with everybody.
Okay.
Do you have that thought with her?
Yeah, we do that. But I'll look back at Rodney King and be like, dude, your ex? Bruh, I owe you, hey, next round on me, bro. You taught her that? Woo! That's different from a man. Because guess what? We're not fully invested.
When do you get fully invested? You see, that's the thing. So you're doing things to protect her feelings, or can you just keep it 100?
Men fall in love. Like I keep on saying, we never go out, get dressed, and say, hey, fellas, let's go out and find our soulmates. Let's go out and sink our menses. We don't do that. We get out, we get with you, we find Nick and fall in, and it was good. And then I'm like, man, I gotta go around again. Then I'm like, hey, Nick, won't you come out hang out with me? We going to my boy's house, just hanging out down in the basement, kicking it with the families and stuff like that. I start introducing you to my friends. And then it's like, damn, okay, she cool. Then she ain't blowing up my phone. Oh, wow, she's not bothering me all day. And then next thing you know, I'm in love with Nick.
Well, let me say that with that phone call thing. You got people who are nervous or feeling some type of way because you're not calling their phone. Go on, Nick. Go and jump on in.
Yeah, and see that's how I am. Like, if I'm showing that effort with you, but you're not showing me the effort, then that's when I pump my brakes and sit back.
So tell me this.
And then next thing you know, this one over here, and the one over here is doing everything I wanted you to do. Guess where I'm at now? I'm over here. Present situation.
But
so,
your whole facts has just fallen because when I didn't think, I still nailed the deal. So that dude, if he knows me and he knows everything about me, he'll be like, Nate, that bum? You gave me to Nate, that bum, and I'm supposed to pay full price for it? You want me to treat the queen princess and this dude work at Taco Bell on the weekends and live in his mama's basement? You gave it to him? So your whole facts is damaged. So you can't go about it the same way I can. You can't. As a woman, I'm sorry, I didn't make the rules, but I'm telling you, if you do it that way, your whole facts takes a major hit. So that dude ain't gonna apply his money, his resources, and his time to somebody. You let that bum Nate hit. You let Nate hit that.
Oh.
Why would I paid full prices for it. Nate said, did you know how the pepper grinder and the thumb action was great? So I'm just here to check that out. Yeah, I got more resources, I got more money, and I got more things that I can do for you. But why would I do it? Because you degraded yourself, and your whole fact shows you smashed Nate, the agitator.
That's why now you gotta go.
Area code.
Okay, so
don't move the goalpost. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
You do it
area code. That's how you do it.
Okay. So wait, I want to get back to this. So you'll ask the female to do things that you won't have your wife do?
Yes, I kissed that woman. No, let me quit.
Let me go here. I gotta go to the comments. Ronald King said, in a relationship marriage, if a person says, I don't do oral, let's say, that's because though they love you, they don't like you. If a woman like a brother, she's gonna learn some new stuff because you are mentally, physically, and emotionally and spiritually worth the new lesson. And because it pleases you, she'll learn to love it.
You remember when we was on here with Art, and I said, I don't eat everybody's potato salad.
Right.
It ain't about what a girl would do. It's about what she's willing to do. Because if she's doing all that stuff immediately, I'm like, well, she learned this from somebody. But if she don't do it and she'll do it for me, that credit score just right. Now I'm special. Now she deserves my provisions and stuff because she didn't do this for anyone else. No. She did that for me. It's mine. I don't care who you've been with and how you can do it. That's all well and good. But guess what? If I buy the car, there has to be something new on it. New windshield wipers, new tires, put new floor mats in it. Don't sell me the same car and want new prices for it. So when you say, well, I don't do that, but I'll do it for you. You know what a man says? Whoop. All right. Where do I sign? Because I have a virginity now. I've taken a virginity.
Okay.
And you've given it to me. So now you're special to me. So guess what?
But then you don't marry her, though. So now she ain't special to the next person.
Whoa. As a woman, if you're going to give me the specialty, you've held it this long, something makes me special enough that you'll do it for me. And it ain't because, I'm black and gray and because of my swag. I have to earn that. Because the dude you lost your virginity did too. We might have been younger, but he did something to earn it. Might not have been much. Might have took you a ride on a swing, but he did something.
Them seats mighty small now. I used to fit on them. Now they small. Go ahead.
We had the banana seats too. But he did something to earn it. Now, if everyone's earned it and everyone has it, I'm not paying new prices for this. I'm not taking it serious. Okay,
let me ask this. I'm loving these questions that's coming through the actual phone number. They're texting. If he says, out the blue, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Mm-hmm. What is that?
Yeah, I need to know.
In love is a responsibility. Now, this is Nate the Agitator. So
okay, go ahead.
You're asking me, I'm thinking in love has a responsibility behind it.
Okay.
I a lot of times I don't like them. I don't like it here, but I'm in love, so I'll take care and the responsibilities there. I love you is like, yeah, I love you. I love Mel. I love Nick. Don't ask me for $20 though, because I ain't got it.
They can't get the 20.
Love is situational. In love is more of a permanent.
Well, why even say it? It's not like it was reciprocated. That's what I'm getting. That out the blue, you just gonna say that? Why would you just say that though?
He's telling. I hope I don't get booed for this one. He may be telling you, listen, he's not willing to take this any further than what it is. Yeah, I love you. Everything's cool like this. I love you. But if she's trying to, I'm thinking this is a woman with the question. If you're trying to change the situation or move forward or better the relationship or moving something, he's not in love. He's not ready for that. Now, he loves you, and if his love is sufficient, it's a gamble, but you can stay and be adamant on working towards that, but he's not ready. I
just think that's odd for a guy to just say it? Why would you even say it?
Blue?
Yeah, out of the blue. It wasn't a conversation. Just to say, you sit there and look across. I'm just looking at this. I'm imagining this thing. And you just sit there and be like, you know what? I love you. I'm not in love with you, but I love you.
Okay. With that, if it's in that scenario, I would think either he's on his phone watching something and it's some TikTok didn't resonate or something, or y'all knew. The relationship is kind of new. And he's like, yeah, I love you. And that might be big for them because y'all been together 3 to 6 months. But I'm not in love with you. Trying to keep us gangster. Yeah, I love you, but I ain't in love with you, but I love you.
See, I think that's so odd. See, that's the thing I'm talking about, this here factor feeling. Why would you say that? To me, that would be playing with somebody's feelings to even say it out the blue.
Out the blue is this part that I'm lost with. That loses me. Like I said, he's either trying to keep his gangster and say, yeah, I love you, instead of saying, baby, I know it's only been 4 times.
Okay, reading this, let's role play.
Okay.
You know what? I love you. I'm not in love with you, but I love you. So let's say it was that way. What's the response? I want from both of you guys. Like, how would you respond, Nick, if somebody just said that? The way that we just did it. You at dinner or whatever. And
coming out like that, I'll probably be like, really? Like, that's what we doing now? Just coming out, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Like, but it depends on the level of the relationship. Where are we?
I just gave you that scenario. We're at dinner.
In that scenario, he's telling her the facts, though.
Okay.
I do love you. I'm not in love with you. Meaning, hey, I'm not ready to marry you and stuff like that, but I love you. I do love you. Out of the blue. But
so are they just saying their feelings? Like, I can imagine if it was me, I would probably be like, where'd that come from? Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, trust me.
But but that could play with somebody's. Where my ladies at? Come on, chime in here so I can look. 619-902-2287. 619-902-2287. To me, that's like bait for somebody that really say she really likes him and he just says that and she's like, oh my gosh, he told me he loved me, girl.
Yeah. It's like, okay, let me get it.
It's all about the background on that would have to come into play. But I mean, he could just be playing that. Hey, he told me he loved me. Oh, now she out picking patterns.
Nah. Listen, let me tell you the nurse of the purse story. Yeah, somewhat similar, but then now, mind you, just had a good time. You're buying me flowers, you're kissing on me, holding my hand, doing all this, and all of a sudden we get to the crib, and it's like all of a sudden you hang.
Now, how you going? You can't, honey. You got to say the whole story. You can't fade out and not. You know your situation. We don't.
Right.
So he's dating you, flowers and all that stuff. You get to the house and what?
If you have a question for the agitator, hold on. Let me put full agitation mode.
Lord, here you go. I was dating
full agitation mode. Hold on.
For a couple months.
Uh-huh.
He had to have surgery on his knee. I was there, helping him out with everything.
Right.
We were doing good. Then the one day, just after we went out, had us a good time. He buying flowers in the club, giving them to me, kissing all of me, hugging me and everything.
Flowers in the club?
We get back. Yeah, we were.
Okay, go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
We wanted to go out. It hadn't been out in a long time.
Okay.
We ended up getting back to his apartment. And he, asking if I was going to stay the night or whatever. And then we get to talking, and all of a sudden he was like, hey, I really do love you. He said, but I love you like a sister. Excuse me? What? What?
I ain't even got a straw.
What?
Yeah, man, let me get
and then, it's like, I was like, ho, wait, whoa, let me, who? A sister? I was like, so you sleep with your sister? You kiss on your sister? I mean, I know you.
He buy club flowers for his sister?
Him and his sister are very close, but do you do all that? He was like, no. I said, well, then how you equate me to a little sister? Now I'm a little sister. Bad. I got up and went. So I went to go leave, and he get up and want to hug me. No, I had to do this. No. No more of that.
See what his fact did for her.
Okay, wait. Go ahead. Go. What you got, Nate?
See what his facts did with her feelings? You see? That's Exhibit A.
You're right. You're right. I ain't even got no sound effects right now.
How do you smash somebody as many times?
But wait. Fact with your feelings. You listen. He did state the facts. He said he loved you like a sister. Now I listened to that story, and I'm noticing that you put all the effort into it. That's what I got. Let me tell you why.
And he loved what you were doing.
Because you said he had knee surgery, so you helped him. See, that's a relationship type thing for me.
Come on, Mel.
Then he got you. He took you out holding your hand and gave you club flowers. Listen, I ain't trying to be funny, but that right there, girl, bless your heart. Listen, and wait, let me say that. So, and you're accepting it. Wait a minute, but forget that. Let me finish. You said your spiel. I'm just saying what I heard from you. Club flowers, holding your hand, taking you back to the house. You assisted him when he had knee surgery. So you were doing the knee surgery. That's relationship type things. Clearly, I didn't hear that there was a contract of a relationship, but he let you know like, I love you, I like you like a sister, or I love you like a sister, which means it sounds like one of two things. He tried to get there, but he just wasn't feeling anything and told you his truth, or I didn't get the goods and I'm straight.
Thank you,
see, that's the thing. If we started out in a relationship, and that's why I was like, how do you?
Did y'all start wait? Did y'all start in a relationship? Did y'all make that clear that you guys were together?
Right. Were y'all in a relationship?
He made it clear.
What did he say?
He made it clear. Let me tell you how it happened.
No, tell me, because we got to hurry up with the show. I still got stuff to talk about.
He happened to see my picture on a dating app still. I never did take it down, and he asked me about it, and I was like, well,
wait, no. Did he say y'all were in a relationship?
Yes. That's what he was like.
Okay, he said y'all go together.
You looking for a new boyfriend? Excuse me. He's like, I thought I was your boyfriend. Okay, I thought so too, but you still got yours up, so why not?
Okay, now we got that. Let me go to this. Let me go to this. Let me finish. Now I'm gonna say my thoughts to this caller's thing. He said he loved me out the blue. To me, what I heard when I read it was, I will protect you at all costs, but I'm not in love with you. Meaning, okay, I got your back. Like, we cool, we have a connection, I got your back. Not in love with you as far as like a moving toward like a actual relationship. But if you need me, I'm here. That's what I got from that.
Could be very well. That's why I need the background story. Are they this pre or post smash? See, we need to know if it's pre or post smash before we make it.
I'm about to do it. Oh, she listening.
Any other questions?
Post smash after a year.
Oh, after a year, yeah. Ooh.
But she never told him she loved him.
Oh, well, he's sharing his feelings. Now, if she never said it and he brought it up first, he's want to move forward. It's him that want to move forward because if you ain't gonna say it, I ain't got to say it. That ain't a man's. I want to share my feelings. It's not regular for a dude. Now, if it's post smash and you've never said it, yeah, you better keep it. But watch him. If you don't want to be serious, he's about to want to be serious.
Okay.
Take it up another level.
Okay. Let me go.
Next question. Hold on. Let me put up the agitator.
Put it up. You said next question. Let me go here. Love is in love, grown up, air quotes. Once you stay with someone past the early in love stage, it will shift to loving you. Love is where the work begins. Okay, that's supposed to be where. Love is where the work begins. A person who says that doesn't know what they're saying. What they mean is, I don't like you. Liking someone in a relationship is more important than love. Like will make you stay. Love will let you leave. What's your thoughts on that?
I can agree with it, but I think love is a responsibility. Because a lot of times, even in this very church.
See, I agree with you. I'll agree with you on that. Because listen, I agree with you when you say responsibility, because that's what I took from it. Like, I got your back. If you need something, I'm here. Not, wanting that. But go ahead.
I am in love with you. I don't have to like you. which means if I'm in love with you, I'm going to make sure you're okay, this, that, and other. Like you is, what you doing? I said cream of wheat. What are you making oatmeal for? So I don't like you multiple times out of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And at night, you can do a couple of things to make me like you. Ooh, I like you a lot right now. That's the love part. Love won't let you do stuff. You won't take a grenade and throw it and blow up everything because I don't like you. Right now, and feelings change. And with women, every time the wind blows, they change.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like how you feel about that. So that's like, but my love encompasses, I don't like her, but I love her. You know what I mean?
So which is best?
I think love is. Love is a foundation. I'm not gonna pay your cell phone bill. Make sure you got money to get lunch and stuff like that on a like. But if a love, yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, so I love her, but I like her.
Like is fun to be around with. Like is fun.
Okay.
I like going skating because it's fun. I like this because it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Love is an obligation. I can't.
Okay, so let's go cheating. I love you, but I like her.
In cheating?
Yeah. So you're cheating with the person you like, but I'm not leaving you because I love you.
That happens a lot.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, the real thing about it is my obligation is still, I'm not gonna stop my obligation with you, Mel. I love you just because I like that little thing Nick do. But that's all Nick is for that the pepper grinder to eat.
Okay.
So every place else in the world there's multiple wives, but here it all lies on you, Mel, because I'm with you and I love you, and you want me to like everything you do. And this is why the whole waiting to be married for virginity, because you have nothing I have nothing to compare
it to.
I'm
right.
a virgin and you're a virgin. I don't know what I'm doing that wrong. I didn't know it didn't go in that hole. Oops.
Go ahead, you good.
I don't have anything to compare it to.
Do you tell him that it's in the wrong hole? Do you tell him that he's in? No. Do you tell? Wait. Let me say this. Do you tell him fact of feelings? Do you spare his feelings, or do you tell him that, sir, you're in my stomach roll, and you finished in my stomach roll?
Yeah, you got to.
No. How much do you like him? If you just want to see him happy and that's what he's into, you might let that one slide. But telling him the facts right there, you might have blew his whole thing. All right. You'd be like, that's my navel. Huh? Oh, now we both messed up. But if you just let him go, now you the best thing since sliced bread. It was so small and
allow him to think he done did something when he ain't smashed. He'd be like, oh yeah, I hit. No, you didn't, sir.
No, you didn't.
Hold on. I'm not a woman, but I can ask you this. I'm pretty sure you guys done it in the past. I'm pretty sure you've already done that.
Okay, let's say you have not.
Well, you don't care about the dudes, it's about you then. Then you're selfish, Mel. Then you're selfish. My 2 inches should have been suffice. I was humping fast. You should have told me I was the greatest.
In her stomach roll.
Hey, that might be what I'm into. But you gonna say, you the greatest, and I'm gonna like, yeah, baby, I've seen you looking at that purse. Let's go get that purse. You gonna win at the end. Stroke his ego. All men are dogs. Remember? My dog theory. Petty, treat him the right way, he'll die for you.
Child, listen. So do you guys want fact or feelings?
Us?
Yeah, fact or spare your feelings.
Yeah, go ahead, sir, Mr. Feelings.
I'm going to say fact.
Okay. In that situation that I just gave you, that scenario I just gave you.
About what? The roll?
Oh, dude was in her stomach roll.
Is he enjoying it? Is he sweating?
Obviously he did. Yeah, I'm thinking so. And she didn't have the heart to tell him. So what?
The fact of this is, if he's enjoying it and stuff like that, to gain more credit on your overall score, spare his feelings.
Oh, Mr. Feelings. If women are all about feelings, now you talking about sparing to some dude's feelings. Nah.
The guy you want, you have to handle his ego. That's why he's there.
Do you really want him if he can't tell that he in your stomach?
Hey, ho. Maybe I'm into that. Maybe that's my thing.
Nah, it was a shit.
Okay, Nikki. So tell me. So since you know, Nick, tell me.
So they went. Wait a minute. I'm gonna tell you a little more. So they went to the hotel. He didn't spend money for her stomach.
That's what I'm into. People don't like my chitlin casserole, but I buy it and I make it and I love it. So that's what I'm into.
So spare his feelings.
If you like it. It all depends on how much you like it.
But okay, Nick, so do you like him after that? If that's the situation?
No.
Okay, cool. Guess
like
what
you don't know where to put it? Oh, come on, man.
Hey, you think
Tell me where do you want me to put it? Go ahead, what?
He might be an advanced bowling ball enthusiast. You know what a bowling ball is, right?
I don't.
A woman that's a bowling ball, you can plug all 3 holes.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
And an advanced one is the belly button. So that's the 4th hole. So he want to mark all his territory, girl. Bowling ball supreme. Write that down, fellas. Bowling ball supreme. We're going to make that a thing. Nikki, you done made the bowling ball supreme thing. Now we going into the belly buttons.
So wait. Oh, just wanting something new. Let me say this. I actually, when I heard about it, my wheels get to turning, and I'm like, how did he not know? Was your roll wet? Like, I'm going with the hygiene. Like, how do you?
That's kind of yeasty,
right? Like, how did that occur? But needless to say, she spared his feelings, so she didn't tell him. Nick said, "Tell him."
Because I have, the accident in the moment, you just, that ain't the right place.
So there was
I'm sorry.
There was a question after. The question after was, did you enjoy it?
She asked him?
He asked her.
Oh. Well, he knew what he was doing. I think he knew what he was
doing. You think?
Yeah. You don't, listen, the role ain't gonna hold you like that. See, look, I'm going, okay, the role.
Bigger woman. Bigger woman.
Right, but this is the role. Flat. At least all acts, if he like a gunkum, if she got a gunkum, she just better be happy he plugging anything.
Not a gunkum.
But she better, hey, you were the greatest. And then next time, she say, here, let me hold this. Let me do it. So, hey, she better leave good enough alone. He liked it. He liked your roles and everything. Stay with it.
Okay, so fast forward, still communicating with him.
Uh-huh.
And then he ends up acting like he's the man. Okay. And treating her like second class.
Oh, girl, you better hurt his feelings now.
See, that's what I'd be like, let me tell you. I'd be like, you know what? Remember that time? Let me say this.
Tell the story.
Because you know how sometimes, you beauty with the beast and the beast somehow feel like they're beauty.
Now, tell the story. Go ahead.
That was the story. The story was that. So she ended up dogging him after, but she never told him. Still to this day, she's never told him.
Ready?
Go ahead.
When you tell me that story, I'm like, Ray hit you? You smashed Ray? So no matter what he did, Ray wins because Ray smashed you.
Ray smashed a roll. Ray smashed a roll, honey.
Hey. The spooge came out on her. That's a win. Might be a field goal win. Ain't a touchdown. It's a field goal. But you win the game.
What game you win with that?
Right, that's whack.
Hey, guess what? Okay. Tell your dude that your last dude never smashed pepper grinded. That dude, nigga, my woman pepper grinded this nigga. He still wins. It's a win in the book. My BDR doesn't trump my win. I won the game, but I played poorly. That's all it is.
Now, here's the thing. I want to finish this particular story. I'll give you guys the ending because I know you're like, okay, man, you're just going to leave it out there. So long story short, he did her stomach roll. She put up with it like, okay, he's a nice guy. So, boom, still talking to him. And then he goes off and marries somebody else. So that's why I was like, now how did that switch? But I would be like, oh, okay, I'm glad. Like, I think that, people say what you feel, mean what you say. Okay, but if we actually do that, can you handle it?
The meaning what you say is the hard part for a woman because the goalpost always changes. I used to get, you don't care about nothing. You don't care about nothing. I say, yeah, I do. But men care different about than women.
Okay.
If we both got a dollar, I'm spending my dollar in probably a 50-cent piece, a quarter, and a quarter. I care about this, I care about that, and I care about that. So I spend $1. What women do is break their pennies in half and spend them like this. I care about this, I care about that, I care about this, I care about that, you care about all this other stuff. And then, you caring about all this little stuff y'all care about, you have feelings about it. So this little thing moves to the left. Oh, I feel this way about it. Oh, I want it to move to the right. So now it moves to the right. Now you're supposed to be happy with it. So you break down stuff in these small little increments, and a man is sitting like, I don't care about all that stuff. It don't change the price of tea in China. I don't care about it. And you look at us like, well, you don't care about nothing. No, I don't care about the small stuff. And the way women are built, they care about every little thing. Well, why is she looking at me funny? I don't know. Why is she looking at you funny? I don't know. Did I see her looking at me?
So is it okay to waste somebody's time?
Huh?
That sounds like time wasted. Is it okay to waste somebody's time?
What do you mean?
That's wasted time.
What, with you?
Yeah, with all that. Yeah, all that with all this saving somebody's feelings and all this stuff and not being honest with the person, you're just wasting somebody's time.
If you listen, you earn that part. And you can't come out the gate and be like, hey, it's this way or the highway, because most of the time it'll be the highway. Over time, with trust in giving and stuff, okay, I trust you enough to tell you that I don't wipe front to back, I wipe back to front.
Oh, that's important. Oh, yeah. That's important.
But I don't lead with that. I don't lead with that. You know what I mean? I trust you enough to share my intricate stuff. You know
yes, I'm stuck. Now, see, omission is okay. Look at you laughing. Omission is okay.
That's not okay, because then we and you giving me.
Listen, honey, you better know. You better know the person you with. No. You better know the person you with.
That was a good one. Ah. But guess what, Belle? You have to get to be opening up and sharing my most delicate secrets with you.
Oh, omit that. If you don't know how to wipe yourself at this age, keep that to yourself.
Hey, but guess what? We've been doing it for a while, and I love you, but
so that what you just said right there. Would you say, sir, this ain't gonna work? You don't even know how to wipe yourself. This is disgusting. Or do you preserve their feelings?
Or you say, hey, baby, here, listen. Let's try it this way. And you teach him, and you teach him what you want him to do.
Sound like feelings to me, son. He always talking about the women being their feelings. But all this scenario he talking about now is sparing the man's
feelings.
It's still the dog theory. All men are dogs. We're easily trainable. You just have to put the time into us. You have to train us the way
Okay, so dingleberries.
This is what women do. Hey, don't you think you should be sitting right now? Well, you should know. We're here, so you should be sitting. Why don't you just
dingleberries? Speaking of that, dingleberries.
A dude don't love you unless he let you wash his whites.
Okay.
If I don't let you wash my whites, a dude don't love you. So the love question, does that guy let you wash his whites?
Listen, I don't even want to wash nobody's whites, afraid of what I might see.
Exactly.
You got your own, I'm afraid of it.
Hey, that's love.
But okay, so what about some tissue? So you got some tissue. On an accident, she still got tissue there. You be like, you got tissue. Do you say it?
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
so, but if we say your feelings, we got to spare your feelings.
Hurt. Exactly.
no, if you want me to wipe back to front, hey, share with me. We can share this movie.
No, we
together.
don't want you to wipe back to front.
Go front to back. Hey, listen, man, I'm a better man since I've been with
you. ought to know that.
I'm a better man since I've been
Somebody
with you.
should have taught you.
That's it.
No one else got this close to me.
Your mama should have taught you that when you was a child.
I never let nobody in this close to me. But Mel, you came in my life and taught me that wiping front to back is better for us. And we're stronger as a couple, Mel. I think I love you.
Sound like a bunch of feelings to me.
But I'm not in love with you, but I love you. Having to teach you that says you want a mother.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever. Hey, I shared my most delicate little secrets with you, Mel. That's love, baby. That's love.
Some things can.
I'm a better man.
You can omit some things.
I'm a better Mel. I'm a better person.
On that, spare my feelings, because guess what? My feelings towards you are going to change. So keep that to yourself.
Baby, you made me a better man. Now I'm loving you even more. And my whites are a lot better.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Today's footnote, see, that's wasting a whole lot of time. Today's footnote is, if you enjoy wasting your time, is it really a waste of time? What you got, Nick? Yay or nay?
Yeah, if you enjoy wasting your time, then no.
It's not a waste of time?
Not a waste of time.
Okay. Falling in love is involuntary. Staying in love is voluntary. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to Shop Talk with Mel. I thoroughly enjoyed you as I do each and every single Saturday. Time is something I know we cannot get back. So I enjoy and appreciate you guys spending your time with us this Saturday afternoon. And I have to ask with the topic, the topic is actually fact or feeling. What's most important? The facts or the feelings? Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. 1, 2, 3. Shop Talk. Ha! Y'all on your way.
B-.
B-.